A lot of people are searching for faster, easier ways to burn fat. Some turn to injections, pills, or trends that promise impossible results. And right now, one name is louder than everything else: Ozempic. It is talked about as if it is a magic switch for weight loss, a simple shot that melts fat away. But here is the part almost nobody talks about. The real reason Ozempic works is not magic at all, it is biology. And that same biological effect can be triggered through food in a completely natural, safe, and powerful way. There is a specific food trick that activates the same hunger control signals that make Ozempic so successful. The surprising part is that most people use it every day without realizing its full potential. When used correctly, it can help reduce cravings, keep you full for hours, stabilize blood sugar, and push your body toward fat burning with far fewer effort than extreme diets. This method does not rely on supplements, powders, or expensive products. It comes from how your body is designed to react to certain nutrients. And once you understand this trick, it becomes one of the easiest ways to support long-term fat loss. Before we dive deeper, here is why this video is worth watching till the end. You will learn the exact food combination that signals your gut to release the same hormones activated by Ozempic. You will discover why this effect lasts longer than most people expect, and how it can naturally calm your appetite without forcing you to starve or follow strict rules. You will hear about a few overlooked studies that reveal how simple foods can outperform popular weight loss drugs for many people when used consistently. And you will learn the timing method that multiplies the fat burning effect without changing your total calories. Most people never hear about these details because the food industry does not promote them, and weight loss companies do not benefit from them. But these are real science-backed signals inside your body. When activated, they push your metabolism toward a healthier state without the risk of side effects, dependency, or rebound weight gain. Stay with me because the final part of this video will show you how to use this trick in your very next meal, step by step, in a way that any person can apply at home. This video is for those who want real results, for those who want a method that works with the body instead of fighting against it, and for those who want a strategy that is simple, sustainable, and surprisingly effective. By the end, you will not just know the food trick, you will understand why it works, how to apply it, and how to build meals that switch your body into fat burn mode naturally and consistently. Welcome to our channel where we explain the science behind better health using clear, simple, and practical tips that anyone can follow. If you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe because we release new research-based content every week. Let us begin. Ozempic became popular because it taps into one of the body's most powerful appetite control systems. It works by copying a natural gut hormone called GLP-1. This hormone normally rises after you eat, telling your brain that you are full, slowing down digestion, and helping regulate blood sugar. Ozempic behaves just like this hormone, but in a much stronger and longer-lasting way. When levels of GLP-1 stay higher for longer, people feel satisfied with smaller meals, cravings drop, and the urge to snack becomes weaker. Because of this, many people who use the medication naturally begin eating fewer calories without feeling as hungry as before. Doctors often explain that the real effect of Ozempic is not that it burns fat directly. It simply changes how the body reacts to food. Digestion slows down, the stomach empties more slowly, and the brain receives stronger fullness signals. These combined effects make it easier for the body to move toward a calorie deficit, which then leads to steady weight loss over time. Some people also experience more stable blood sugar levels, which can reduce energy crashes and lower the desire for sugary or high-carb foods. But even with these benefits, Ozempic comes with important downsides that many users experience. The medication can be expensive. and for many people, it is not covered by insurance. Regular injections are required, and the cost can add up quickly month after month. Side effects are also common. Some individuals experience nausea, stomach discomfort, vomiting, constipation, or diarrhea, especially in the first weeks. Others report reduced appetite to the point where eating becomes unpleasant. In rare cases, more serious risks exist, which is why doctors monitor patients closely while they are on it. Another challenge is that many people do not want to rely on a drug for long-term weight control. When the medication is stopped, appetite often returns to normal, and some people regain weight. This creates a cycle where staying on the drug feels necessary to maintain results. Because of these concerns, a growing number of people look for natural ways to trigger the same fullness and appetite control signals that Ozempic activates without injections, high costs, or long-term dependency. There is a simple but powerful idea behind the food trick in this video. Your body already has its own built-in system for reducing hunger and signaling fullness. The same hormones that Ozempic activates can also rise naturally when you eat certain foods in the right way. This means your meals can create the same controlled appetite state without injections or medication. When you give your gut the right combination of nutrients, it releases hormones that slow digestion, steady blood sugar, and keep you satisfied for hours. This effect is not theoretical. It has been observed in nutrition research and clinical observations again and again. Some foods create a stronger response than others. High fiber foods, for example, swell in the stomach and take longer to break down. This gentle stretch of the stomach wall sends signals to the brain that say, "You are full, you can stop eating." At the same time, fiber feeds good gut bacteria, which also influence hunger hormones. Protein is another key player. It triggers a rise in fullness signals more strongly than carbohydrates or fats. When you eat enough protein, your metabolism works harder to digest it, and you naturally burn more calories in the process. Healthy fats add an extra layer to the effect. They slow down digestion even more, helping your meals stay in your stomach longer, which creates a long-lasting feeling of satisfaction. When all three of these elements, fiber, protein, and healthy fats, come together in the right balance, they create a powerful hormonal shift. Hunger drops, cravings weaken, you feel satisfied with fewer calories. This is the heart of the food trick. It is not about eating less. It is about choosing foods that work with your biology instead of against it. This method is not a magic bullet, and it is not meant to replace medical treatments. But for many people, it offers a more natural and sustainable way to support fat loss. Instead of forcing the body or restricting yourself with extreme diets, you guide your metabolism using foods that produce real measurable changes in appetite and energy. Over time, this becomes a habit that helps the body burn fat more efficiently, meal after meal. To understand why this food trick is so effective, it helps to look at what happens inside the body right after you eat. The gut is not just a place where food is broken down, it is also a communication center that sends chemical signals to the brain. These signals come from hormones that tell you when to keep eating and when to stop. One group of hormones is responsible for creating a sense of fullness, slowing digestion, and keeping your appetite stable. When these hormones rise, you feel satisfied faster and stay full longer. Certain foods have the power to trigger these hormones naturally. Fiber is one of the strongest activators. When you eat foods rich in fiber, they absorb water and expand in the stomach. This makes the stomach stretch just enough to activate pressure sensors that send fullness signals to the brain. At the same time, Fiber slows down how quickly your stomach empties, so the food stays in your digestive system longer. This helps reduce hunger between meals and makes cravings less intense. Another benefit is that fiber helps stabilize blood sugar, which prevents the sharp rises and drops that often lead to overeating. Protein plays a major role as well. When protein reaches the gut, it triggers several fullness hormones at the same time. It also takes more energy to digest. This means the body burns extra calories during the digestion process, which raises your overall metabolic rate. A meal with enough protein helps you feel satisfied without needing large portions, and the effect lasts for hours. Healthy fats add a final layer to this hormonal response. They slow digestion even further and help the body release hormones that promote calm, steady appetite control. When fats are combined with fiber and protein in the same meal, the effect becomes stronger. The stomach empties more slowly, the gut releases more fullness signals, and the brain receives a steady message that the body does not need more food. These natural hormonal shifts explain why the food trick works so reliably. The body is simply responding to the nutrients it receives by adjusting hunger, digestion speed, and metabolic effort. To put the food trick into action, it is important to know exactly which foods to include in your meals. Legumes are a perfect starting point. Beans, lentils, chickpeas, and other legumes are packed with both fiber and protein. This combination helps keep you full for hours while slowly releasing energy into the bloodstream. Unlike refined carbohydrates, legumes do not cause rapid spikes in blood sugar, which means your hunger stays stable and cravings are reduced. Adding them to salads, soups, or even as a main dish can create a strong foundation for natural appetite control. Whole grains are another key group. Options such as brown rice, oats, quinoa, and millets provide fiber that slows digestion and delivers steady energy. Unlike white bread or pasta, these grains keep your gut busy and signal your brain that you are satisfied. Eating whole grains instead of refined grains is one of the easiest ways to naturally extend fullness after a meal and avoid unnecessary snacking. They also support stable blood sugar, which is essential for fat burning and maintaining energy throughout the day. Lean protein sources should be included in almost every meal. Eggs, lean chicken, turkey, fish, and Greek yogurt are excellent choices. Oily fish such as salmon provides both protein and healthy fats, which amplify the effect of fullness hormones. Protein requires more energy to digest, which slightly increases calorie expenditure, helping your metabolism work more efficiently. Even small portions at each meal can make a noticeable difference in appetite control and fat burning potential. Healthy fats complete the combination. Nuts, seeds, olive oil, and avocado help slow digestion and contribute to sustained energy. They signal fullness and improve the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, supporting overall health. Including a small amount of these fats in meals or snacks enhances the effectiveness of the fiber and protein you eat. When these four groups, legumes, whole grains, lean protein, and healthy fats come together, they create meals that naturally control appetite, stabilize blood sugar, and promote fat burning without extreme diets or medication. Eating the right balance of these foods is a simple but powerful way to work with your body's own hunger and fullness signals. To get the most out of the food trick, it is not just about what you eat, but also how and when you eat. Each meal should include a combination of protein, fiber, and healthy fats. This balance ensures that your body receives the nutrients that trigger fullness hormones and slow digestion. Relying only on carbohydrates, especially refined carbs, can cause blood sugar spikes and crashes, which lead to hunger returning quickly. Including protein, fiber, and fat together in every meal keeps you satisfied longer and helps prevent overeating later in the day. Choosing whole, unprocessed foods is another key strategy. Fresh vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, lean meats, and fish all provide nutrients in their natural form. These foods are digested more slowly and encourage a steady release of energy. On the other hand, sugary drinks, white bread, pastries, and other ultra-processed items pass through the digestive system quickly. They trigger rapid spikes in blood sugar, followed by sudden drops that make you feel hungry again, which undermines the fat-burning process. Sticking to whole nutrient-dense foods supports fullness, stable energy, and a more efficient metabolism. Portion control is equally important. Even healthy foods can contribute to weight gain if eaten in excess. Paying attention to serving sizes and eating until you feel satisfied rather than stuffed helps your body maintain balance. Using smaller plates, slowing down while eating, and checking in with your hunger cues are practical ways to manage portions without feeling deprived. Consistency is the final piece of the strategy. The body responds best when meals are regular, balanced, and repeated over time. Skipping meals or eating haphazardly can disrupt hormone patterns and slow fat-burning progress. Following a consistent routine with balanced meals ensures that your body remains in a state where appetite control, energy stability, and natural fat burning can occur. Over weeks and months, these habits add up, creating the conditions for long-term success without relying on extreme diets or supplements. One of the biggest advantages of using the food trick over relying on Ozempic is that it avoids injections and drug-related side effects. While medications like Ozempic can be effective, they often come with nausea, digestive discomfort, and in some cases, more serious risks that require medical supervision. By focusing on foods that naturally trigger fullness hormones, you can achieve similar appetite control benefits without putting your body through these complications. Meals built from whole, fiber-rich, protein-packed, and healthy fat foods work with your biology instead of forcing it through external chemicals, creating a safer and gentler approach to fat management. Another major benefit is sustainability. Relying on medication can create dependency, and stopping the drug often leads to a quick return of appetite and weight. The food-based approach, on the other hand, builds lasting habits that support long-term health. By regularly choosing meals that combine protein, fiber, and healthy fats, you teach your body to regulate hunger and energy naturally. These habits do not only influence weight, they also create a framework for balanced nutrition, ensuring you get the vitamins, minerals, and macronutrients your body needs. Over time, this can lead to steady fat loss without extreme measures or cycles of restriction and rebound. The impact goes beyond weight control. Eating the right foods improves blood sugar stability, reducing energy crashes and minimizing cravings for high-sugar snacks. It supports gut health as fiber-rich foods feed beneficial gut bacteria that play a role in hormone regulation and metabolism. Lean proteins and healthy fats provide sustained energy, keeping you alert and focused throughout the day. Unlike a quick fix, this approach strengthens overall health while still promoting fat burning. It creates a synergy where your metabolism, hormones, and appetite signals work together to support natural weight control, energy balance, and long-term wellness. For many people, these benefits make the food trick a smarter choice. It avoids the risks and costs of medication, encourages consistent habits, and enhances overall health in a way that a single drug cannot replicate. By leaning on food-based strategies, the body learns to manage itself more effectively, giving results that are both safe and lasting. It is important to be clear about the limits of the food trick. This approach is not a quick fix or a miracle solution that melts fat overnight. Natural fat burning through food takes time, patience, and consistency. The body does not respond to shortcuts, and expecting instant results can lead to frustration. The most effective changes happen gradually as your metabolism adapts to new eating habits and your hormones respond to steady nutrient intake. By following balanced meals with fiber, protein, and healthy fats over weeks and months, You give your body the conditions it needs to naturally regulate appetite and promote fat loss. Another key point is that there is no guarantee that fat will come off exactly where you want it. Belly fat, hips, thighs, and other areas respond differently depending on genetics, hormone levels, and lifestyle factors. The idea of spot reduction or losing fat from one specific area by targeting it with certain foods or exercises is a myth. Your body decides where fat is burned, and this is influenced by your overall calorie balance, activity levels, and biological makeup. Focusing too much on one area can be discouraging, so the emphasis should be on consistent healthy habits that support overall fat loss and metabolic health. Individual differences play a significant role as well. Everyone's metabolism is unique, and factors such as age, gender, sleep quality, stress levels, and prior eating patterns affect how quickly and efficiently the body burns fat. Some people may notice visible results within a few weeks, while others may take longer to see changes. Lifestyle factors like physical activity, hydration, and sleep quality can also amplify or slow the effects of this approach. Understanding that results vary helps set realistic expectations and encourages commitment to sustainable practices rather than seeking rapid temporary fixes. Consistency, patience, and a focus on overall health are the foundation of natural fat burning. Recognizing these caveats allows you to approach the process with a realistic mindset, understanding that long-term results come from steady habits rather than immediate outcomes. Now is the perfect time to put the food trick into action. Start by including a combination of legumes, whole grains, protein, and healthy fats in your daily meals. Lentils, beans, chickpeas, brown rice, oats, lean meats, fish, nuts, seeds, and avocado are all excellent choices. By consistently combining these foods, you create meals that naturally control hunger, keep you full for longer, and support your body's fat-burning processes. The key is not perfection in a single meal, but maintaining this approach over days and weeks so your body can adjust and respond to the signals these foods provide. Pairing this food strategy with light physical activity can accelerate results and enhance overall health. Walking, gentle stretching, yoga, or other low-impact exercises increase calorie expenditure, improve blood flow, and boost metabolism. Even short daily walks after meals can help stabilize blood sugar and improve digestion, making the food trick more effective. You do not need intense workouts or long hours in the gym. Consistent, manageable activity is enough to complement the benefits of the meals. It is important to approach this process with balance and patience. Do not expect dramatic results in a few days, and avoid the temptation to overeat even healthy foods. Consistency matters more than intensity. By creating a routine that combines balanced meals, nutrient-dense foods, and moderate movement, you give your body the best chance to respond naturally. Over time, these small but steady habits accumulate into noticeable changes in appetite control, energy levels, and body composition. The most successful approach is one that feels sustainable. Treat each meal and activity as a step toward long-term health rather than a quick fix. By maintaining a focus on consistency, balance, and patience, you allow your metabolism and hormones to work in harmony. These simple adjustments, eating the right foods, staying active, and keeping a steady routine, can create a natural, lasting shift in how your body burns fat and regulates hunger, making the journey toward healthier living both achievable and rewarding. Fat loss does not have to rely on expensive drugs or injections. By making smart food choices, combining legumes, whole grains, protein, and healthy fats, you can naturally control appetite, stabilize energy, and support your body's fat-burning processes. These simple, sustainable habits work with your biology, not against it, creating long-term results without the side effects or costs of medication. Try this approach for a few weeks and see how your body responds. Experiment with meals, notice how you feel, and adjust as needed. Share your experiences in the comments below. We would love to hear what works for you and how this food trick is changing your daily routine. Remember to treat food as fuel for your body, not just a tool for quick fixes. Focus on balance, consistency, and patience, and you will see results that last. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more science-backed nutrition tips and strategies to support your health and wellness journey.